Hey, 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 hey. Thank you for being tuned in to Speak Pink. Hey, this is your girl, Reverend Jew. And I'm so grateful that you're on with us right now. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to listen. Thank you for listening to Speak Pink. Hey, hey. What's good, everyone? This is your girl, Reverend Jew, and thank you for being tuned in to another wonderful episode of Speak Pink. Our midweek drop today is very special to me, and I'm grateful that you are tuning in, that you have selected to listen to our Speak Pink podcast, and I'm so very grateful for all of our supporters. Listen, do me a favor. Make sure you share this with someone. Make sure you leave a comment if you're able, or send me a message on Instagram at RevJuju, RevJuju. Send me a DM. Let me know that you tuned in and listened to today's episode of Speak Pink. And so last week when we did the midweek drop, and for those that are not familiar, anyone tuning in for the very first time, this podcast is a weekly midweek drop. And we are in our summer series entitled From Sunset to Sunrise, Sunset to Sunrise. And so the reason this is entitled Sunset to Sunrise, because oftentimes individuals know the term sunrise to sunset as it relates to someone transitioning. They have their sunrise, which is their birthday, and their sunset, which is the date of their transition. Because of the things that I've been through and the challenges in the last few years, which was which was the catalyst for this podcast, I wanted to talk about my own experience, not so much from going from sunrise to sunset, but from sunset to sunrise. I really do feel that I am in a sunrise season, and with the few things that have happened that I'll get more into later, I feel like, I believe I'm in this sunset to sunrise season, right? Where life got real dark, real heavy, in more than a few ways. And these last few years, I've been working through and continue to work through, rising from those ashes. And so my life for me has really gone from sunset to sunrise. And so this summer series is all about encouraging anyone who is going through a sunset season, experiencing a sunset season, or maybe you've gone through a sunset season and you want to see a better day. You want to experience a sunrise. So I'm just sharing with you from my experience. I'm not trying to promote myself in being any kind of expert on how to have a sunrise. I'm just, expressing to you my experience and the things that I've learned and the gems, along the way. And so I'm so very grateful that you all are tuned in and listening to From Sunset to Sunrise. So let's get into it, today's conversation. So last week, midweek's drop, we were talking about envisioning your sunrise. If you are going through a sunset season, have experienced a sunset season, that one of the steps, one of the ways of having or experiencing or going into a sunrise is, of course, envisioning it, is beginning to see your sunrise and preparing for your sunrise. This is a choice, but it's also effort, it's work. It is something that we have to want, right? It is something that we do have to want. And let me be very clear, this offering from sunset to sunrise is not the exhaustive way, right? There's process, there's work, there's effort. There are things that you will need to do to have your sunrise. I just want to offer you some encouragement to begin to envision your sunrise and do all the work that's needed, whether that's seeing a therapist, working with a coach, having a circle, a community around you that can help you move through this season from sunset to sunrise. But the first step being, you've got to begin to envision it. Begin to envision, what does your sunrise look like? What do you want your sunrise to look like? And then this second phase, today's drop, is about embodiment. Embodying the sunrise. One of the things that's been most, controversial following my son's loss of life and even my separation and divorce, I changed the color of my hair. Now, it's been a few iterations of pink, and thus the catalyst for the show, Speak Pink, right? Speaking, you're getting the pink perspective on life, love, relationships, professional life, careers, and living and just having it all, right? All that great stuff. But, I embodied my sunrise. And one of the ways that I did that is I changed the color of my hair. So the word embody means to be an expression of. And so when I changed my hair color, it was my way of expressing that I was going to be healed. I was going to come back to life again. I was going to love again. I was going to be loved again. I had made up in my mind, I was not going to die at the place where my son died. That I was not going to die at the place where my marriage died. But I wanted to live again. And pink is one of those living colors, right? It's about, it's about passion. It's about healing. It's about love. And so in these last couple of years, my hair has been a few iterations of pink. But not only did I change my hair color, I changed my lifestyle as it relates to eating and even my dress code and even my latest embodiment of my sunrise is using social media, things like TikTok and Reels and all these wonderful things that we have available to us now to embody my sunrise. And even down to the pictures that accompany this series. I'm dressed in yellow, and that's intentional because yellow, of course, is the color of the sun, or at least that's what we, fire. And it's a color of brightness, right? And so what I want to encourage is, how are you embodying the sunrise that you desire? If you desire the sunrise, but I believe I'm talking to people who want to go from a sunset to a sunrise. Today, this series is talking to people. I want to, connect with people who are experiencing sunset, but you want to experience a sunrise. And I want to encourage you to begin to embody that, to express that. And you don't have to go as drastic as changing your hair color pink like I did. But what are you doing to embody it? How are you expressing what it is you desire as it relates to a sunrise? What could you do? What's possible? What's available for you? What's within your ability to do? What you have capacity to do? What do you have agency for to embody your sunrise? What steps can you take? And again, I don't want to put too much pressure on anybody, because to go from sunset to sunrise means you've gone through a difficulty. You've had a dark day. And I don't want to put too much on you to feel like you got to do a lot. You don't have to do a lot. You don't have to do anything really if you don't want to. But if you want to go from sunset to sunrise, one of the things that I learned, and I'm just sharing, and I want to offer to you, is to begin to embody your sunrise. To find a way in your day-to-day life to express what it is you deeply desire, what it is you want. To express you want that sunrise. So it could be wearing the color yellow. It could be going from a wardrobe of all black to a wardrobe of all bright colors. It could be smiling more. It also could be writing a song. It could be writing a book. It could be changing a lifestyle habit. A habit that will bring life and energy to your situation or to you, to your physical body. But I want to encourage you to begin to embody, to think about how you can embody the sunrise season. And again, I changed my hair color pink. That was the beginning of me embodying what I wanted, which was to be healed and to continue to heal. So that's why I changed my hair color, because hair doesn't go anywhere, and it's a continuous journey of healing. And I know I've shared that before on other Speak Pink episodes, but I just want to reinforce it. Not the hair color change, but that you embody the change, embody the new season, embody the growth, embody the new pattern, embody the habit. Like, what do you want your sunrise to be? And begin to embody that. Begin to express that. Do the things that express what you want, where you want to go, how you want your life to be after the sunset. A sunrise looks very different than a sunset. And so it's about showing up different. And it doesn't have to be, and again, it doesn't have to be drastic. It's really about asking, what can I do differently? What do I want to do differently? And then taking that on, stepping into it, leaning into it. And again, there are a myriad of ways that you can begin to embody your sunrise. And the only thing I want to challenge you with before we end today is to take some time and to think about it. Just take some time and think about it. And maybe even as we're speaking today and I'm sharing this with you, you might already be thinking about it. You might even have in your mind some thoughts. You might even have some ideas. Some things might be popping in your head even as we're speaking. Oh, here's a way I can embody my sunrise. And it doesn't mean you don't have to go through the process. It doesn't mean you don't have work and steps to do. All of that is real. All of that is necessary. But it's part of the process of going from sunset to sunrise. Last week, we talked about envisioning. This week, we're talking about embodying. Embody your sunrise. Express that. Be that. Do that. Show it. And it's not about other people. So I didn't change my hair color for other people. I did it for me. I didn't change my style of dress or, even my lifestyle habits for anybody else. I did it for me. This was my way of embodying where I wanted to go, how I wanted to come up out of the sunset and go into a sunrise. And so, again, I want to challenge you, think about it. Write it down and think about how you can begin to embody your sunrise. How you can begin to embody, express the sunrise you want to see. The sunrise you want to experience. The sunrise you want to see manifest in your life. And again, there's no pressure to rush this process. There's no pressure to get it all done today. You can actually save this and come back to it when you're ready if you're not ready today. But for those that are ready, those are saying, I'm ready to go from a sunset to a sunrise. Sit with it and ask yourself, how can I begin to express the sunrise I want to see? Listen, I'm so very grateful for all of you for joining us today on our Speak Pink episode. I'm so very grateful for all of you. So thank you for being tuned in to another episode of Speak Pink. We are in our summer series from sunset to sunrise. And no better time, right, than the summer. Listen, can you do us a couple of favors? Number one, share this with someone that you know is going from a sunset and needs and wants and is looking for tools and ways to experience and have a sunrise. Save it for a later day if you need to. And then send me a comment. DM me at RevJuju on Instagram, RevJuju, and leave me a comment. Let me know that you tuned in to our podcast today or whenever you listen to it. Thank you for everyone that's following us. Please continue to follow us. Become part of our Speak Pink community. And we certainly appreciate you so very, very much. Listen, I want to remind you all, if you're looking for a coach, we do personal mastery coaching. So go to our Wake Up and Win page on Facebook, Wake Up and Win, and check us out there. But thank you again for being tuned in to Speak Pink.